Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden. This is Lauren, and tonight I'm Holden.
I'm Holden.
This
the better version.
Other Holden, and tonight
The better version.
The better version of Holden. Tonight, us Holdens are going to be going through some whiskeys that we really enjoyed back in the day. Also, we got a couple mystery Glens in here in the room. Also, we got a Marta up here. I'd lift him up, but he tends to kick when I lift him. So, you guys just can't see him right now.
Child.
He's a big boy who's too close to the shelf of whiskey. Over there, Bubba.
What do you call him, Bubba?
Because I love him. I call the people that I love Bubba. Hey. Should have just put the bed right here. You could have sat next to me.
Oh, we can do that. I can fix
Okay.
the problem.
Yeah, fix the problem. Okay, but sorry guys, we were kind of distracted just for a half second here. You can bring that chair somewhere else.
Fucking shit and garbage that you have all over this room because you're a nasty man. Move, please. Move, please. Martha.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you use his head?
Yeah.
Wow. But anyway, guys, we are here today to drink some whiskey. In particularly, we're going to be drinking some whiskey that I haven't drank in a hot minute. So basically, it had been a while since I drank some of these whiskeys, and I'm just like, you know what? Why don't I go back and revisit some of the whiskeys that I kind of cut my teeth on? Whiskeys that have consistently been, my favorite, things that I talk about all the time, but I actually haven't drank in a while, surprisingly. So I got some of those here on the counter. I might pull some more out. We'll see how that goes. But basically, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Also, Lauren's going to be drinking an old fashioned, so I'm going to make her a Woodford Reserve old fashioned. And I also have 2 mystery Glens here. So we're going to be getting to those. Got to get warmed up for the Advent season because we're going to be doing an Advent calendar coming up quick. So that being said, how's everyone doing tonight? How you guys vibing on this beautiful Tuesday night we got here going on? Dan Bino's in the chat says, cheers, Bino in the house. Bino, cheers to you, bud. Derek Whiting says, cheers, everyone. Cheers, sir. Peter's in the chat. Peter, how you doing? Sugar Kitty says, meow. Meow back to you, good sir.
You say bark.
Marta says bark. Hey.
We're just testing it out. If it doesn't go well,
yeah,
put him in his kennel.
It doesn't go well. Yeah, once we get kind of on a roll here, he'll kind of get bored and he will lay down on the chair on his little pad over there. But Casey Tizzlers in the chat says, cheers all. Casey, I still have a birthday present for you. And you haven't come over to get it yet, so it's just sitting on my counter.
1 week or Holden's gonna drink it.
Now he knows that it's something that you can drink. Wow. Way to ruin the surprise. But
I'm sorry, but what was he supposed to think you were gonna get him?
I don't know. But anyway, Lauren's gonna be having a Woodford Old Fashioned, and we're gonna use a mix between some Woodford aromatic bitters and some Woodford cherry bitters. I already had that off, so I'm glad you didn't drop it. That's just a normal Angostura.
I don't necessarily like Angostura bitters.
I know, but that's how I make everything. That's potent cherry.
Yeah, let's just use that one.
Just cherry is what Lauren requests tonight in her Woodford Reserve Old Fashioned. So I'm just going to go a couple drops of...
or a squirtful.
Cherry bitters. Squirt. The thing is about the droppers is I don't know. It's hard because I like a lot of bitters. I shake a lot of bitters into my old fashions. So
okay, well when I make you an old fashioned, I fill it till the whole bottom's red. So you didn't give me enough.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, that might be enough.
Okay, well that's enough for now. Yes, we can always add more. Also, I like to go with simple syrup because I'm not big on the whole sugar cube thing because it takes.
We don't like to do work. Okay.
Well, no, sugar doesn't dissolve, so I never really use it. Also, got the Woodford Reserve normal small batch or Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. It's not really small batch per se, but normal Woodford Reserve here. Going to be going in. We're going to do an ounce and a half to 2 ounces of the Woodford Reserve right in the glass, which you guys can't see. Also, where's my cocktail mat? There we go. And finally, we're going to top it off with a little bit of squirt, because that's how you make an old-fashioned in Wisconsin. Seems really light. Oh, that's because the bitters. Yes, the cherry bitters are significantly.
What the fuck is this?
The cherry bitters are significantly lighter than typical bitters. I can get you a straw. So yeah, buddy, you want to sit down?
You're just gonna follow me now. He's confused. We could pick up the camera and show him to everyone.
I know. But I'm gonna mess it up. You're gonna have to straighten me back up. Martha, come here. Oh. No, Martha.
Why did you call him over there?
Hey.
You just supposed to look at.
I know, but I'm connected to a gazillion cords, so I can only go like right here.
Hey.
Martha, hey. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there.
Oh, come here. Hey, Martha, sit. Hey. Oh, he's just all sorts of confused right now.
He's just confused. He never
There he
comes in
is.
this
Can you
room.
see him?
Yep. He's like, what the heck?
Hey, buddy. Yep. So
Okay, that's enough. Nobody cares.
that's our dog. His name's Martha. Now I'm gonna do my best.
That's pretty good, actually.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Hey, bud. He's just a good boy. That's all he is. He's just a good boy. Damn, I'm good. How's your old fashioned? It's missing Angostura, isn't it? I like adding the flavored bitters, but I also really like the flavor of normal bitters. So.
You think we need to add some?
Yeah, let's go ahead and add just a little bit.
I think that our squirt is a little. This is clear too. I think our squirt's a little flat.
Well, I have another bottle of squirt down there.
You do?
Under the bar, yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, slow roll on here. Casey says, how about a try of the Midwinter Nights Dram? Ooh, Friday before poker, lol. You want to come over and have a dram of the Midwinter? We can have a dram of the Midwinter. Yeah, I got to get poker set up for this Friday. Sugar says, that's one ugly cat. Where'd you get him? Hear that, buddy? You're just an ugly cat. We got him from the shelter. That's probably why. It's probably why he doesn't bark, because he's actually a cat, so he meows. So Derek says, did Myrtle get his maker's bark treat I sent over? Oh yeah, not yet.
No, I want to take a picture of Holden with his maker's mark and Myrtle with his maker's bark, but he's just gonna eat it. So
yeah, so we gotta get that planned. But that being said, speaking of Maker's Mark, one of the ones we got on deck today is the Maker's 46, because this was it. This was the whiskey that I really kind of got all excited about when I was first getting into whiskey. Bourbon in particular. I thought this stuff was the creme de la creme. It brings me back, honestly, though. It's so many good memories attached to this bottle of whiskey. It's a bottle of Bourbon. And yeah, how's your old fashioned? Is it better now?
I think the same. I don't think those bitters are very strong.
I mean, that's an Angostura.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, Casey says, bad timing. I'll come over before poker if we have it. I meant to try the Midwinter Nights Dram. Oh. You meant that you're going to come over and grab the bottle before poker, and you think that I should drink the Midwinter Nights Dram tonight. You haven't had that in a while, have you? No, I haven't, actually. And it's a good bottle. Actually, I haven't had the Midwinters in a while. I haven't had the Old Fitz in a while. I haven't had the Parker's Heritage in a while. And I haven't had the Blood Oath since I got it, I think. I haven't had really a lot of these in a while. There's a lot of Bookers I haven't had recently, but I'm going kind of with the classics tonight. So this is going to kind of be a regular thing for me, I think. Okay.
Holden's afraid that he's going to smell a little bit of eucalyptus in his chapstick this year.
Okay, well, I want to kind of make this a thing where, like, I every once in a while, like once a month maybe, I come and do a
Act 10.
Act 10, Scene 1 is a Midwinter on Instagram. I just want to do like a revisiting series on here because there's a lot of whiskeys that I just forget about and don't touch in a while. And then it's like, I remember liking them a lot, but I just haven't drank them and I need an excuse to kind of pull the corks on them. So that's kind of what this series is about. So don't worry, Casey, we absolutely will do this series again. And I think Midwinters will be the next one that we do. So it might not be tonight, but it will be soon. Just because tonight I kind of have these iconic ones out on the table, so we're going to stick with them tonight. Sugar says, I wish I could still eat popcorn. The other thing I miss is grapefruit, soda, or otherwise.
Sorry. I'm eating all the things you can't have.
Yeah, what the heck?
I didn't know.
You're making him sad. He's going to cry cat tears. But anyway, so Lauren poured me two Lauren pours in these mystery blends here. From the entire collection, I have no idea what it is. Either of them. She said she wanted to pour two, so I'm hoping maybe that means they have something to do with each other. But let's go ahead and get started with a little bit of whiskey that I haven't had in a while, and we'll work our way up the proofs. So we'll put these two kind of later. But I think why not start off the night with the Maker's 46. This is, like I said earlier.
Okay. So we'll see you guys next week. Holden already broke his fucking bourbon.
Fuck. Okay, well, I guess the corks on the Maker's Mark just aren't good. This is a second.
That's the only one you have.
No, I've got 3 more bottles.
Yeah, but not of the right.
Oh no, I broke one of the Knob Creek corks. I feel like when they wax corks is when they break. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe the wax is hot and it kind of heats up the glue in the cork and makes a softer bond between the...
Well, you also haven't touched this fucking bottle in like 2 years.
I literally just opened it like 2 seconds ago to smell it and it didn't break, but then that time it broke. So I guess next time I just gotta twist it. Hold on, everybody.
Okay, this is a bad idea. Just go to pliers or the wine opener.
I got her. Actually, I could probably put this back on and use it to turn it. Or not. Sorry, everybody. Gosh, we're just off to a soft start here.
You're off to a shitty start. I'm fine.
I don't know. I should finish some bottles of whiskey so I have more corks lying around because I don't know what I'm going to put in this one yet. Because I don't really have any other...
You'll just have to drink the whole thing.
I could do it. But we're going to go ahead and pour that bad boy into a Bourbon Bar Glencairn. That was a big pour. I don't want to drink that much of it. I'm going to get hammered tonight. So right I don't know. There's a lot going on, okay?
Nothing's happening.
Which act is Midwinters? I said that. Not to worry, though. I don't mind when others do. That's just my health issues. Well, I'm sorry. That sucks. Derek said he's sipping on the Ben Riach Smoky 12 tonight. Ooh, that sounds good. Man, I gotta come over there again and drink some more of your whiskey. Maybe we'll go there tonight. Just kidding. But seriously, he got a lot of good ones when he was in Tennessee. But so this Maker's 46, honestly, it's kind of how I remember it. A little bit of like a red fruity note, cherryness. I do get a lot more breadiness in it, which is something I think I developed over time as I started drinking more wheated bourbons. I started getting these bready notes in them. But one thing that I used to get in this is a chocolatey note. I remember calling it like a chocolate cherry cordial. I think I could still maybe get a little bit of chocolate, but it's not nearly as potent as I thought it was. I think what I used to get as chocolate, I kind of more associate toward a bready note now. It still does smell very good. I like it a lot. Some people are actually torn between the Maker's 46 and whether they like it or not. I personally like it, and I like every other Maker's Mark that they put out, so I can't complain about it. But let's go ahead and get it on the palate. You know what? That is really thin on the palate. I mean, finish actually brings a little bit of redemption, but that's kind of like, honestly, guys, a little bit anticlimactic. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more nostalgic. That just like felt like it didn't have a lot to offer. Now, granted, this bottle has been pretty low for a while. This is one of the first bottles I started on the channel with. In fact, this might even be the first bottle that the first video that I put out on the Bourbon Bar might have been this bottle. Which I can't really remember, but if you guys wanted to go back and look, you could. But yeah,
I don't like to go back because that makes me cringe.
Yeah, I was super cringy back then.
You're just standing in your bedroom.
You know, you have to start somewhere, and that's the thing about it, is like, if I never started, I would have never gotten here. So it just takes practice, and you have to have those cringy days, those cringy videos. They have to happen, otherwise you won't be able to learn. Nobody's perfect when they start out, like, honestly. And I was far from perfect, so there's that. Robin Whiting is in the chat, says cheers all. Robin, cheers to you. Thanks for being here.
Robin said she had a horrible day. So,
why did you have a horrible day?
But I'm guessing she's not drinking the Brackenbucket Smoky 12 tonight to make it better.
Benriach. Sugar says he likes the Maker's Mark 101 better. And I want a bottle of the BEP, which is a pretty good bottle. Nice cinnamon toast without being too much. I love the BEP, which is one of the ones that Casey got for me when he was down in Kentucky. As you can see, I've only had the neck pour of it, but I do thoroughly enjoy it. I think it has a serious shot at being my favorite of the license plate series. I haven't yet to put it in a blind, though, which I will do eventually. Just not tonight. Which I could probably do that on one of these upcoming live streams because they're done with the license plate series. So I could probably do that.
Halloween on a Tuesday? Or is it a Monday? We're going to find out.
28th is a Saturday.
It's a Tuesday. We could dress up.
Well, yeah, we should dress up. We're going to dress up on Tuesday's live stream. It'll be a Halloween party. Halloween party from the Bourbon Bar.
So you could do that next week because you're going to need to put your picture out early and have it planned because we're not going to be here for you to do that early.
What do you mean?
We're going to be gone next week. We're coming home so we can live stream.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're going to be on vacation next week, so...
We're not really going on a vacation. We're just making our weekend longer and going to go up north.
Yeah, Tricky says Logic Crate Small Batch is your first video. Ezra was second. Then the Maker's Mark 46 was the third one you did. Okay.
It's a fucking
Thank you
OG
for knowing
right there
that.
for knowing that.
Well, I mean, I know he went back and looked, but like...
Do you think he did? Or do you think
Yeah.
he just knew?
I don't think so. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I don't just know what...
Yeah, but you're worried about your own shit.
Yeah, but I don't even know... If I don't know what my own is, I would never expect one of the subs to know what it is. But yes, you're right. Elijah Craig Small Batch.
He's more interested in you than you are.
Well, he's just a real one. He's a homie.
Right now, off the top of his head, Joe. Don't know why. Because he probably was like, ugh, I don't watch this.
Joe probably clicked on the first video. He's like, meh. And then he came back during the live stream and Lauren was there. He's like, oh, this channel's awesome. And then he's just like, oh, I know this guy. And then he's like, whoa,
That's
well.
the guy with the shitty Elijah Craig video.
That's the guy who doesn't have his beautiful fiance in his normal videos and only on the live streams. Robin Whiting says, I'm having a Royal Hawaiian. Make that several. Ooh. Someone's going to drink the bad day away. I'm assuming Crown Royal and pineapple juice, maybe, or something like that. That would be my guess. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. So, long story short, this Maker's 46 smells great. Hardly anything on the palate. Okay finish. Definitely not as good as I used to think it was. But still not bad. Just not as good as I thought it was.
Oh, our friend's here.
Whiskey Uncensored is here, says checking in for the butt stuff and the creepy upper lip caterpillar.
Well, we haven't started with butt stuff yet, but we do have something to put up Holden's butt later.
Yes, I did break a Maker's Mark fork, so this may have to go into a bunghole at some point, but it's not going to be right now. That's for sure. That being said, I am done with that Maker's 46. Look it. Joe Dickinson, it's Dickens.
It says you stalked me
is
on
here.
Insta.
It says you stalked me on Insta. I didn't stalk you on Insta.
Well, I'm gonna go stalk him on Insta. That's what I'm gonna do.
Maybe I did stalk him on Insta. Who knows? Oh no, Marta's sitting in my glass flicking area where I flick all the water out of my glass.
Found him.
You found them? Sugar says Royal Hawaiian is a
crazy,
gin drink.
or is he like 50 years younger than what you thought he was? I don't know why, but from so far away.
Well, because he has a hat and sunglasses on in this picture.
It's the same picture that's right here.
Oh yeah. What the heck,
Okay,
Joe?
Joe, we gotta go over to his house.
Oh my god. I like.
I'm gonna follow Joe on Instagram.
Joe, you gained a follower today on Instagram. Hey, Sugar says that Royal Hawaiian's a gin drink. Wow, what kind of gin are you using, Mrs. Robin? Dear Mrs. Robinson. Whiskey and Sunset says, wouldn't a maker's cork be kind of like throwing a hot dog?
Do you own a restaurant, or is this just what you make your wife? Is this what you make your wife? How is she not like 1,000 pounds?
Don't give her any ideas.
Look at. She does not look like she eats these fancy ass steaks every single night.
Bourbon's talking about my loose butthole.
It is loose. I stuck my finger in there last night.
Okay, this is too out of pocket. I've not drank enough whiskey to be on this topic yet. But speaking of drinking whiskey, I hardly have anything.
I think he just makes this shit at home.
Well, yeah, some people are just good at life.
Where the fuck is my fancy meals?
I'm too busy out there providing, working like a dog. Anyway, we also have the Old Forester 100 proof here. This one is a staple. It's a classic, but it's not one that I've drank in a while. I use it a lot for cooking, hence why it's so low, but not a lot for drinking.
I mean, even his salad is fancy. What the fuck is going on? That's 2 for 2, Holden.
Let's put a little in the Glen because I just keep getting yelled at today and I want to forget it. Can you actually pick that up for me?
I don't know where it went.
It went that way.
I don't want to get up. Why can't you do it? You're the one that dropped it.
Okay, this is. Someone should censor this.
I can't turn around. I'm stuck here. I don't see it. I think it went under the cabinet. Be careful. I'm gonna tip over all these glass.
Jack Daniel's Distillery Series. Pretty good, thanks, Derek. Oh, you have to try the Jack Daniel's Distillery Series. That's awesome. Chris Jenkins is in the chat, says cheers. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Cheers back to you. Derek says I made the Royal Hawaiian with Bristow gin.
Not the Sam Hewen gin.
Oh.
Traitors. I looked up Sam Hewen's address so we can send him an invitation to our wedding. What if he comes?
Maybe he won't come, but he'll just send us a bottle of Sassenach.
Oh, I would accept that.
Me too. I like Sassenach.
I just like, what if he came? What if I put a letter in there and I said, I was in for 5 hours in Chicago to meet you. I woke up at 4 a.m. It was raining and you were firm. Please come to my wedding.
And you were firm, she says. Oh my goodness.
If you came to our wedding, could you be on our... And then we have a 4th time.
Marta doesn't like that idea.
Marta does like that idea.
So anyway, yeah, we got this.
Oh my gosh! So on my drive down to Milwaukee this weekend, we were talking about our 5 hottest people, and none of my 5 hottest people were like my age. They were all fucking old men.
What the fuck's in this glass? Hold on. Oh, hold on. By the way, guys, Lauren and I had our bachelor and bachelorette parties this weekend. I went up to the UP. That's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, for those of you who aren't from here. But I went up to the UP, to the Island Hotel and Casino Resort. Golfed 18 holes at Sweetgrass, 18 holes at Sage Run, and stayed at the casino overnight. Did some gambling, made some money. It was a good time. Lots of cool people came out, and we had a blast. So, and yeah, what did you do?
I went to Milwaukee.
She went to Milwaukee.
Want to see my outfit? I think everyone wants to see my outfit.
And she went to Milwaukee, and what, you just went drinking to a karaoke bar? You got some sparkly.
We went to a karaoke bar, and then we went back to the hotel and played a bunch of games.
Oh.
This was me doing some karaoke. Oh,
It stopped already.
It stopped. Is it doing it? Yeah. There's me karaoke.
Yep.
It's a very far away picture. This is me and Casey Tisler's wife.
What if she didn't want to be shown on the live stream, Bubba?
Too bad.
Oh my goodness.
And then I went to a pumpkin patch. And we did a hayride because the corn maze was muddy.
Tricky says I'm not a big gin drinker, but I found a Norwegian gin called Harahorn. That's very good. Interesting. I actually don't mind gin in drinks. I haven't drank much gin in general. Big stretch, buddy. Bino says nice place, so I'm assuming he's talking about.
In the corner. I bet if you took the comment away, you could see him more. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's your wagon back there.
Wow, must be tall. Anyway, so yeah, it was a nice place. It was fun too. Whiskey and Sanchez says, "Is Lauren still gonna marry you if you keep that dirty Sanchez on your upper lip?"
Okay,
she
first
digs
of all,
it.
A dirty Sanchez is when you stick it in someone's butt and then you give them a blowjob and they get poop on your upper lip. There's no poop in his mustache.
I think he knows that, and I don't think we needed to reiterate that here on the Bourbon Bar. Also, why would you know that? Just saying. I'm sure a Dirty Sanchez is actually just because of a man named Dirty Sanchez had a mustache like that. But
you think there wasn't a man who ate other people's asses and got poop in his mustache?
Anyway, all I know is that this Old Forester 100 proof, way sweeter than I remember it. Literal candy, like sweetness, pure sugar. When people say bubblegum note, this is the first time that I've ever gotten like a bubblegummy note on a whiskey. I've never smelled this before in this whiskey. It's been open for a long time. I used to think I got a little bit more spice on it, but it's just like a lot of really good sweetness, which I'm enjoying. So let's get it on the palate.
Look it, someone's enjoying my explanations. No, it's not a family show, Joe.
Peter says too much information. I agree. What's the heck's going on here at the Bourbon Bar? And Joe Dickinson said not a family show. Well, you know what? It could be a family show.
Joe didn't answer my question. Do you make that food at home, or is that like, do you work at a restaurant?
And Baker Drinks is here, says perfect time to join the live stream. Cheers. Cheers, Baker Drinks. I'm glad you're able to make it and listen to Lauren explain all these dirty things. Because what's life without a couple of dirty Sanchez's, am I right? So, that being said...
I have some other dirty things I can share.
That being said, I have two mystery blends up here. And one thing that's going to be happening very soon for me is recording of the Advent calendar, because I think I'll probably start recording in the start of November, because that's when we'll take down these leaves and throw up the Christmas lights, kind of decorate super Christmassy in here. We actually have a whole room dedicated to the Bourbon Bar, and we can go all out with Christmas decor.
We're going to put our extra Christmas tree in this corner until we get the basement done.
Yeah, so we're going to have, it's going to be festive as fuck.
Yeah. It's going to be fun here, guys. I'm super excited, actually.
Me too, and I'm also really excited for the Advent calendar, because this year Lauren's going to be in every video with me, and we're not going to do the sample bottles things. She's just going to pour it in the glass, and I'm going to do it. I got to still think of a couple more rules. I kind of want to get a new kind of game set up with it. I don't want to kind of do the same thing over and over again, but we'll figure it out. Joe says, what is the question? She's asking if you make that delicious food for your wife or not.
Is it for your wife, or do you cook at a restaurant? Like, are you a chef?
Okay, so we got one of the mystery blends here in the Independent Joe Bourbon Whiskey Glen. And we're going to get that one on the nose. And it smells like it could have a little bit of rye in it. It could be a barely legal rye, maybe like 51%. It does have some sweet notes in it. But I also feel like it has a little bit of spice. It could maybe be like a 4-grain or just a high rye bourbon. And yeah, it smells okay. It smells pretty good, actually. Proof wise, I'm not entirely sure just based on the nose alone. But yeah, it smells pretty good. Now, when I go over to this one in the Grand Traverse glass, this is when things starts to get out of hand because that is the most like I don't even begin to comprehend what's going on in there. First of all, sick ass emoji. I like the tiger. But Joe says that's my hobby, barbecue and bourbon.
So maybe
That's
that's why
awesome.
we like him so much, because he's just like the Ohio version of you and my dad.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot.
So like when we're in Ohio, are you gonna cook us something?
we driving through it. We expect a fully smoked brisket.
Because we're gonna be driving through Ohio, you know how we feel about food here.
Yeah.
So
He says he works in sales, so it
well,
makes
you can
buku's
sell me
dollars.
on your food.
So, but anyway, in the nose of this one, it's funky. It's got some serious funk going on in it. Not super familiar bourbon notes. I definitely think it could be a rye. I also think it could be just a crazy finish bourbon. Could be something just weird. But yeah, I think tasting them on the palate is definitely going to tell me a lot more. If I was going to put proofs on either one of these, I would say this one maybe around 100, maybe closer to 96. And this one, just on the nose, I'd say probably close to like 90-ish. But let's go ahead and get these guys on the palate. Starting with the Independent Joe Glencairn here. You know what? What the hell is that?
Well, the whole point is that you have to guess.
So
So we're probably not going to tell you.
Okay, so
Should I tell everyone what they are?
yeah, you can tell everyone what they are. So that they can live in the glory of this. You need me to step out?
Yeah, because I don't know the actual names of them.
Stay, buddy. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, this one is this one. And this one is this one. If you know, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. No, nobody say anything about that. Oh, yep, come back.
Whoa, you really don't like being in here, do you, buddy? Or maybe you just wanted to follow me out there because you're my friend. You're my friend! You're my friend!
I think he likes the way you smell because he smells your sweaters like nonstop when you leave him in the living room.
That just means he loves me.
Well, when I smell you, you think I'm weird.
Hey, Z's in the chat says, sup, nerds? Hey, Z, how are you now?
Hang on, Holden's already fucked a bunch of shit up. He broke 2 corks, lost the top.
I broke 1 cork. I found a top.
Fucked up my drink.
How did I fuck up a drink?
You didn't put any love in it, and now it feels sad.
What the fuck? We're drinking some mystery Glencairns here. So as you guys now know,
doesn't know what they are.
I don't know what they are. You guys know what they are. If you made it in time, if you didn't, take a rewind. Turkey says, so Doggo peed in both Glens.
Yeah.
Yes. He put some pee-pee in this Glen. I can definitely get a little bit of hint of kibble. A little bit of duck fat.
No, go back.
But, yeah, so let's go ahead and get another palate on this one. This one is spicy, if I remember correctly.
No. Go back.
Yeah, this one, it's got the spice. There's spice in it all day long. Like, fuck, it could be a 4-grain or it could be a rye. I don't necessarily feel like that's super bourbon-y. Then again, last time I had a Mystery Glen, it's been a while. It's been a minute. But I feel like The one on the left is definitely a rye, and if anything, she's gonna try to get me to think both of them are ryes, and when they're not.
Okay, first of all, I don't know what they are because I just took 2 cups and poured them.
But secondly, let's go ahead and get glass this one on the nose. I mean on the palate, sorry. This one just smells absolutely wild. I don't know what this one is.
You think everything is wild. You're just always shocked. You're like an emoji.
That's funky. Okay. I think I want to confidently tell you guys that both of these are ryes. But maybe I could more confidently tell you that I don't think both of these are just bourbons. They could be finished bourbons, they could be 4-grain bourbons, or they could be ryes. If either of these two are just bourbons, I'm gonna kick myself for sure. Marta's down there getting drunk, absolutely just sniffing the shit out of all my other whiskeys. So that's cool. But yeah, let's put these two on the back burner for now. Whew. And we'll go ahead and get into another bottle of whiskey that I haven't drank in a while, which is going to be the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. This, guys, is a classic. It's a staple. It's one that everyone loves and holds near and dear. Hey, Marta. Hey, what are you eating? Spit it out.
What did you leave on the floor?
Hey, what are you eating? Marta?
Guys,
Drop
you should
it.
just go to say how dirty Holden's little room is.
What are you eating? I don't know what he ate, but I don't... Did you drop popcorn down there or anything?
Over there?
I don't know.
Did I go over there with my popcorn? No.
Well,
Doc doesn't have popcorn.
I know, but I just don't know what he ate. I'm confused. Anyway,
He'll poop it out.
it'll pass. Let's go ahead and pour some
I'm pretty
some
sure he
turkey
ate a
rare breed in
mayo
here.
packet. I didn't see it come out in his poop, but I can't
Or
find it.
wrapper and all is what she means when she says that. Did he ever poop outside when I went in the shower?
No.
Well, what the hell? Okay, we have Wild Turkey Rare Breed. This is Wild Turkey's basically one of their #1 bestsellers behind maybe Wild Turkey 101. This one's barrel proof at 116.8. You guys know the drill. This one is one that I have enjoyed a good amount, but for some reason I just haven't drank it in a long time. So here we are tonight. Let's see how it is, if I remember how good it is. On the nose, it smells like a turkey product. Lots of red fruit, for sure. A little bit of sweetness. It's definitely not like the most obnoxious sweet red fruit in there. It's got a little bit of spice. A good amount of oak, honestly. It's got a little bit of like a sweet oakness to it. But it doesn't smell bad. It's not overly complicated. It's got all the stuff it needs. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Cheers, guys. It's, it is really good. But I just feel like I've drank so many good whiskeys recently that, like, then again, I always forget, this is like budget whiskey almost. And in terms of cask strength, this is like some really high quality, low
Well, plus, you just drank it
cost.
off of those funky ones, so it probably feels plain.
Yeah, those funky ones are funky as shit.
I'm a little funky. Okay, I have a question. If I was a bourbon, what would I be? Or a whiskey? What whiskey would I be?
If Lauren was a whiskey, what whiskey
I want to hear
would she
everyone's
be?
opinion.
All right, guys, you guys heard it here first.
What does everyone think I am?
If Lauren was a whiskey, what
Why would
whiskey
you
would
say
she
I
be?
will get offended?
There's got to be
Like a poll?
Yeah. Am I still connected to which?
You are, yep.
Yes, good.
Small.
I'm pretty sure there's a poll option somewhere in here. I just don't exactly know how to do it, so maybe go to stream settings. No,
You probably have to set it up.
I
before
probably
you
have to
start.
set it up before I start.
I just want to know what people really think of me.
Yeah, guys, what do you guys
I know
really
what the
think
good
of
shit
Lauren?
is and what the bad shit. I know what the white bitch shit is. Okay, I'm not Basil Hayden's. Okay, I'm not Buffalo Trace.
Casey says rubbery rye is good stuff too. Yeah, I actually haven't had rubbery rye, so I'll come try yours. This though, the more ow, fuck, stop.
I didn't do anything.
The more I try it, the better it is, or the more I smell it, the better it smells. Honestly, it smells fantastic.
You didn't answer my question. You were supposed to be the first one.
Fine, you are.
Don't just say, and I'll hear this one because you like that. I want you to put some serious thought into that question.
Lauren is Parker's heritage.
No, you don't get to say that just because I like it.
No.
What makes me that?
Because
I'm
she can
expensive?
be really sweet, but she can also be really harsh. She can be a
What
bit
the fuck are you saying about
hot
me?
in more than one way. She's all 133 proof of the double oaked Parker's heritage, sweet and spicy. Right? Ow. But that's my opinion. Let's see what the other people says. So anyways, he says, did you get into the Shorzy Season 2 yet, Holden? Give your balls a tug if the answer is no. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize Shorzy Season 2 came out. I'm going to go watch it tomorrow.
Tug your balls. He said do it. So do it. Come on.
Give your balls a tug, you
Go
can't
tug
fuck
him.
her.
I haven't watched it yet. Good job.
I don't think he actually wanted me to tug him. Sugar Kitty says you're ECBP.
Because I'm fucking one of a kind and everybody wants me.
Except there's a gazillion ECBPs.
No, yeah, but like each one is just. Is that just because Holden likes me, or is that because I'm hot like Ian Somerhalder?
Yes. Why you guys gotta give your explanations? I want to know what your guys' explanations are for these things. Why is she ECBP? But more importantly, why is she Brothers Bond? I'm curious about that one.
Hopefully he likes Brothers.
He because it sucks. That's why.
Because I hate it.
She is modest as well. LOL. Yes, modest. Right. Sugar says it's because you're full strength. Look at you, all full and strong.
Look at, I have extra room in my shirt so I can grow my muscles because my arm isn't this big.
I actually haven't worked out in like 2 weeks.
Jeez, I've worked out more than you.
That's a lie.
I lifted the laundry up and brought it up the steps. That was heavy.
I lift up things and put them down all the time.
Pick things up and put them down.
Yeah, do you want another old fashioned?
Well, I want a different kind of bourbon. Which one should we try now?
In your old fashioned? Lauren's gonna have a different kind of bourbon in her old fashioned. Which one should she try?
I think we should try.
Joe Dickinson says it's because you're vampire whiskey. That's why.
Because I'm like a vampire, because I'll suck you. I'm sorry. I was going to say something really, really dirty, but then I just... I'm not going to say it.
She doesn't even... I'm not going to say it either. Jack Fire some days and Jack Honey other days, to be fair. To be fair, you know...
That actually offends me because my mom had a fucking bottle of Jack Fire in the fucking cupboard for so many years that she just gave it to me to bring to a party one time.
That's actually really funny. I like that answer a lot. Especially the to be fair at the end. To be fair. This show is driving me to drink. I'd have a beer. Oh, fuck, I'd have a beer.
Just one?
Have one for me.
I'm gonna use...
Your mother squirted across the room and threw off the pH. That wasn't my
this one because I've never had this one.
tank.
This
I
is
almost
just
killed my
the regular
Siamese
bourbon.
fighting fish.
Which is the one that's the least? The red one?
Yeah, that one back there. Lauren is gonna have a J. Henry and Sons old fashioned. You don't need more ice, do you?
Nope.
That's an egg store.
I just want to shake it up so it gets.
I'm gonna use some normal bitters so it tastes nice and good. Hey, don't that goes in last. Stop.
Don't yell at me. That's enough. That looks disgusting. It looks like I puked in the toilet with water.
That's not very nice.
Please stir that.
All right, Lauren has some bitter soda, and now there's whiskey in it. So Lauren's gonna have a J. Henry & Sons Old Fashioned, and I too am gonna try it because I've never had it.
Oh, very good.
Very good. I don't know if I put enough simple syrup in your last one. Maybe that's why.
That one's really good, actually.
You know what they say? The second one always tastes better than the first.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Anyway, I forgot where I was. Oh, I see.
Where my mom's.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to say it. We get it already. Can I change it to Fireball?
No, I don't like Fireball.
Fireball! Was Lauren a cam girl in a previous life? Yes.
What's a cam girl? Like a whore?
You don't know what a cam girl is? A girl who sits in front of a webcam and
Touches herself?
yeah.
Oh, no. I
Or
don't have
has-
a past life. I'm brand new.
She's brand new. Fresh out the womb, 1999, biatch. Derek says, I would say Lauren is a Talisker single malt whiskey. She can be a little smoky sometimes. Ooh.
You made that more dramatic than it needed to be.
I was saying ooh, kind of like the guy from Harry Potter when they're picking the dragons out of the bag. Ooh.
What did you pour into that old fashioned? I don't know what part of the question you're asking.
Because it's
this is
because
a Wisconsin old
yes.
fashioned. Leave me alone.
In every other state except for Wisconsin, old fashions are made without soda, but in Wisconsin, an old fashioned is as follows: bitters, simple syrup, whiskey,
Wait, hold on. A Wisconsin old fashioned is technically made with
brandy. Actually, at the casino this weekend, when I was up there, I ordered an old fashioned sour, a whiskey old fashioned sour, and the guy at the bar is just like, oh, and I'm like, what's the matter? He's just like, I own a supper club down in Wisconsin, and it breaks my heart to see you order an old fashioned with whiskey, and I'm like,
I've never had a brandy old fashioned.
they're just really sweet.
I've literally never had one.
He's just like, you gotta order it with brandy, and I'm like, I know, I'm literally a whiskey collector who drinks alcohol for a living.
Totally go to a supper club if there's one up north.
We should do a supper club reviews on the Bourbon Bar.
Yeah, but they
TikTok.
closed almost all the ones in Green Bay.
Eddie Whips.
Okay, but Eddie Whips isn't the same as like a regular supper club to me.
Why not?
Oh,
You go to the bar,
there.
you get a number, you sit at the thing until they come on the loudspeaker and say, number 32, your table's ready. Then you go down there and there's hors d'oeuvres up at the bar and there's drinks at the bar, and it's like,
Okay, but
it's like as much supper club as you can get.
anyway, I've never been there. Supper club.
Casey says, few bourbon when she's had a few too many, you know?
Casey's just seen me throw up too many times. This is the problem.
That's true. Bino says Lauren is Jim Beam Apple.
I've never
Why
had
is she Jim Beam Apple?
Jim Beam Apple before. Okay, we can go to Bob and Laura's in Pound.
You can go to Pound Town?
Okay, when we're up in my cabin, Pound is like right by,
Pound Town.
you know? But it looks like an actual supper clubby looky.
Are we gonna get dressed up and nice and stuff?
Okay, well, it's fucking northern Wisconsin. We can wear our fucking pajamas there.
I don't think Marshall likes being in this room.
I think he's just bored.
I
You
think
can get frog
legs
legs. Look at it. It looks like a butt.
Yeah, I've made many frog legs in my day.
We're gonna go eat that.
I made frog legs at Eddie Whips. I'm telling you, it's.
I've never been to Eddie Whips, and you don't want to bring me there, so suck off.
Suck off.
Yeah. We can go to the Beaver Saloon. Hey, buddy.
Hi. Yeah, so we'll do that, and we'll record it. We'll put some
Guys.
reviews up on the TikTok, Tiki-Tacky.
We can go to Thor's Wolverine Den. I mean, what fucking Marvel movie is that?
Thor's Wolverine Den.
This is just a bar, I think, but it actually looks really fucking good.
Actually looks muy bien.
Got like tacos with like fucking slabs of cheese on top.
Schlabs.
Look at this burger. I mean, like, look at that burger.
Guys, look at the burger.
I mean, this burger looks so freaking good, and I don't even.
You can't even see the burger. It literally
I mean,
just looks like lettuce.
No, but look at that bun and like, oh yes, Yes, babies.
Imagine not living in the Midwest.
Imagine fucking just being near me 24/7.
I can imagine that. I do live that life.
It's right next to the golf club, Holden.
Bino says yes, nice place. What golf club?
Wait, Bino's been to, what did I say? Bob and Laura's?
I'm not sure. What are you doing down there, buddy? Come over here.
At least I know where not to try in Cribbets.
So I got the Old Forester 1920 in the Glen now. This is probably the best whiskey that I probably had starting out that I thought was amazing. And smelling it now, I was validated. This stuff is fantastic. I love this stuff. This is probably one of the greatest, I still think, on the shelf bottles of whiskey that you can just go and buy 24/7. All 115 proof of this for like $50-$55 around me. Smells fantastic. A little bit of sweet caramel, cherry.
Ooh, or the boarding
oak,
house.
you know?
This place looks kind of creepy.
And you get on the palate. Wait, is it St. Brendan's Inn kind of like a?
No, St. Brendan's Inn is it's meant to be like Irishy, but this place is kind of creepy looking. I mean, like.
Oh, and the spice in the Old Forester
I
1920
feel like
is.
you'd like that, but like, look at this picture. It's just kind of like scary. Like,
It does look scary.
I don't know if I want to eat at this place, but like, this looks really yummy. So I don't know.
I love how the picture moves too.
I know, it's like a video or something.
Yeah, so the Old Forester 1920, honestly, out of all the whiskeys that I've drank tonight, all the ones that have lived rent-free in my head for so long, I think the Old Forester 1920 still stands out. Number one out of all these whiskeys. I think I would choose it in a blind all day long. Now, if it came actually down to a blind, would I still say that? I'm not sure. But what I do know is that I think it's really good. It's fantastic. By the way, Bino says, yes, he was talking about that.
Okay.
Or he was there.
Bob and Laura's is where we should go. Because we're going to go. What my thought process is we're going to go and I'm going to get a brandy old fashioned and I'm going to taste it.
Well, I feel like if you get a brandy old fashioned at a supper club, it's going to be in a glass this big.
I don't think
this much
that's.
whiskey.
I'm pretty sure supper clubs still give it to you like this.
Do they?
Unless you, well, like if you go to Mackinac and you order a brandy old fashioned, they give it to you like this.
Is Mackinac a supper club?
No, but Mackinac's is just a plain old restaurant. They're gonna give it to me like this, and they're gonna charge me like $13 for it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Maybe not up there. Up there, they probably charge less.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so Old Forester 1920.
Okay, Bino.
Muy bien.
Text me if Bob and Laura's is worth it, or if we should try the creepy boarding house. Thank you.
Thanks, Bino. That's gonna be on Monday and Tuesday.
No,
Monday
that'll
night.
be. We could go there Sunday. Are they open on Sundays?
Why Sunday?
Because we're gonna driving up there.
Oh yeah. Excuse me. A supper club from 1945. Is that where it's from? Is 1945?
No, I think that supper clubs probably were a thing all over the country back in 1945, and now they're only in Wisconsin.
Really?
Supper clubs are a Wisconsin thing, and to be particular, they're like above Milwaukee supper thing, because like Jordan, I remember he went to his first supper club when he went to college, and we took him to he went on a date, I think, with Ashley, and they went to Roxy's, which is in Oshkosh, which we went there one time when I was in college, and it was actually like fucking phenomenal, but they gave me a grasshopper, and I was definitely not 21.
I fuck with grasshoppers. Know what else I fuck with? Pink squirrels. Those things get me all nutty.
Oh, they're closed Sunday through Tuesday.
That's literally all the days that we're gonna be up there. What the fuck?
It's okay because Pound is like 45 minutes from here. Well, it's okay. We can just
Rivers Bend is still a
Rivers
supper
Bend
club.
Yep.
We could go to Rivers Bend and do a video and.
Yep. And there's the out of town club, but I see the pictures of the out of town club and it doesn't look.
Where's that?
That's the one that's like across the highway from Mid Valley. It's not across the highway, but it's like kind of kitty corner.
Oh yeah.
Always fucking packed. Then there's, I'm pretty sure Club Chalet is supposed to be like a supper club, but it doesn't call itself a supper club. But that's on like the back road to Door County that we always take.
I feel like there's certain things that supper clubs need to have, and it's like
I'm pretty sure the only thing
you have
that
to
makes
wait
it
at
a
the
supper
bar.
club is that you wait at the bar till you
And
order.
then-
You wait. You go up to the bar. You order your food, and then when your food's ready, you get to your table. I'm pretty sure that's what makes it a supper club.
Yeah. But the bar
Because
usually
it doesn't even have
has.
to be like a certain type of food. Some supper clubs are super fancy, and some are like not.
Yeah, but typically the bar will have like hors d'oeuvres, like some cheese spread and crackers or like
The
bread.
one at Brown County golf course, the one that me and my parents went to that my tax guy owns.
Oh yeah.
That one. Okay, normally they have like a salad bar with like crackers and stuff. Like in the bar, or no, they have the crackers and cheese in the bar, which they had. But
Yeah,
then they usually have a
hors d'oeuvres.
salad bar. You can order the salad bar, or you can order a soup. Where I prefer soup, so I normally get soup, right? But this one had the soup at the salad bar, so I could go for like 6 bowls of soup if I wanted to. Oh, so fucking good. And it was French onion too. They didn't even fuck around. They just went out there and they put the good soup out. Like, you know when you go somewhere and they just have like chicken noodle? Yeah, boring AF. This place, French onion. Oh,
French
yeah.
onion. Hey, Z says a supper club is a restaurant with entertainment? ?
I've never been to a supper club that had entertainment at it.
Me either. Rivers Bend has a bomb brunch, says Casey.
Do they really? Do you and Taylor want to go one day? Because we went there for dinner.
We went there for dinner. Great dinner.
But
Awesome dinner.
if you guys want to go for brunch one
What
day,
was that
I'm
for? Our
down.
anniversary? Or Christmas?
Christmas. We went there for Christmas last year. No.
No, it was our anniversary
There's
because
no
we
way it
missed
wasn't-
Christmas. Because they didn't have their tree up anymore.
Yeah, it was our anniversary because it would have. They had the winter dance formal people were there.
Yeah. But anyway, we'd be down if you can want to go sometime. Robin says Roxy's has the best prime rib I've ever had. Ooh. Well, I personally used to make prime rib at Eddie Whip's, so I can be the judge of that.
You had prime rib at Rivers Bend. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean,
I had the salmon and I got the butter salmon. I think next time I'm gonna get the bourbon salmon.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I would like it better.
Bourbon
It was
salmon.
still fantastic, but I prefer my.
Salmon
I thought
was
it
a little
was gonna
sweet.
be. I thought it was gonna be like. I guess I didn't realize what I was getting. It was lemon bourbon or lemon butter salmon, and I thought that they were gonna cook like the salmon with the lemon on top with just pads of butter. But it was like a lemon butter sauce that I could dip my salmon in, and then it was just salt and peppered on my salmon. I prefer when they like cook the lemon on the salmon, so I like when it gets.
Plus, the bourbon has like a nice sweet flavor to it when you cook it, and it goes really great when you mix sweet with salmon. Very
Well, I'm
good.
pretty sure other people get that, but
Club
okay,
Chalet is fantastic too. Is what Casey says.
My dad told me that a long time ago, and I've been wanting to try it because we always pass it on our way to Door County and we never go. Maybe we should do
We
that.
don't go to many supper clubs.
Well,
Why?
we just don't go to many new restaurants. We try, but then we end up going to the same place. We end up just going to Hoo Ha.
Derek says the out of town club is always packed, and you have to be a regular. to
Their
get good
food,
service.
I've looked up their food online. It doesn't even look good. Like, it literally just looks like a basic ass restaurant where I said, like, I wanted you to try a little bit.
Joe Dickinson, it's Dickens, says, "What the hell is a supper club?" Well, the
so
gist of a supper
This is what
club.
I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna Google what a supper club is.
Okay, but
Just
first
so
let
we can
me
get like a.
let me do my explanation of
Yeah,
what
that's
I
fine.
think it is. When I think supper club, I think you go to the bar. There's a separate bar area and a seating area. You go to the bar.
Okay,
Hold on.
come
Hold on, I'm not done.
Hold on. No, I have to say this first. Okay, when he said that he must have Googled it, a restaurant or nightclub serving suppers and providing entertainment.
Oh,
Okay. That's
not what a supper club
no,
is.
Not here.
nah. I think
Okay,
that's thinking.
it's supper club a Wisconsin thing? Every state has its diners, bistros, cafes, and chop houses, but Wisconsin lays claim to the supper club. And a renaissance is well underway. Okay, that doesn't help me. What makes a Wisconsin restaurant a supper club? Independently owned fine dining destination restaurant. I think
don't
you're
know.
supposed to feel special.
You're supposed to
when you
feel
go.
special when it's called a supper club. Typically, though, in my opinion, or typical opinion,
You need to be long established. So you need to be independently owned, so like a family restaurant kind of thing.
yeah,
long established, and you should be fine dining. The Out of Town Club, not fine dining. Let's start there. It looks like a fucking diner food. Just call yourself a diner.
Yeah. So I worked at Eddie Whip's.
The Red Circle Inn in Neshota is the oldest one. Stop yelling.
I just want to tell them what I think it
then.
is. Keep interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Wisconsin Supper Club. You go up to the bar. Separate dining area. When you get to the bar, you sit down, have a drink. Your dinner time is 6 o'clock. You get there at 5:30. You have an old fashioned. You order your food at the bar. So at 6 o'clock, when your table's ready, they come on the loudspeaker and say,
I've never been to one with a loudspeaker. They always just come up to me and say, your table's ready.
It's, a horse apiece. Actually, I don't know if we even had loudspeakers at Eddie Whip's, but I know for a fact that some places do.
Some places just have buzzers, But like you order at the bar.
So when you
have,
get
like, your little
so you pick up your drink from the bar, you walk to your table, and your food is sitting there waiting for you. It just got there. It's hot and ready to eat, and you sit down and you can start eating right away. A lot of them.
Basically, if if you're bothered, like you want to spend time at the bar because you just want to have a few drinks, but you don't like eating at the bar, like the supper club's a perfect place to go because you can go to the bar, have your few drinks, go to the table, eat your food, and actually sit down and have some space, and then go back to the bar, have your after dinner drink, your nutty squirrel or your pink squirrel, whatever one you want. Because like some of them have tons of them.
Those are usually dessert drinks. So.
Yeah, yep. But then sometimes you have them at the table, but you can go back to the bar and have that, and then you get like that mix.
It's like an ambiance thing. It really is just kind of like a vibe, a special vibe.
It's a vibe, yeah.
That I think really makes it Supper Club. But those are the gist of what I think of when I think Wisconsin Supper Club. Lots of old fashions, lots of drinking. The bar usually has hors d'oeuvres if you get there and you're hungry, which is, like I said, cheese spread and crackers or something.
So I've been to some with like some fancier stuff, like crab spread and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean we had crab spread. I meant like spreads, different kind of like dips,
spreads.
and
it's
you put
just
on
like
crackers.
Snacky, crunchy
or like
stuff to
dehydrated
hold you
bread.
over until your food's kind of like how some restaurants put bread out at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just they're usually the hard breadsticks that come in the little packets,
Yeah, at Eddie Whip's we would cut slices of bread and dehydrate them in the oven like toast.
Seriously.
And then and it would be like
we should go.
Custom cracker. They're like crackers.
Ask Casey if he wants to go there on
Casey
Friday.
does want to go. He's been saying he wants to go. But they also serve.
Early on Friday, we'll bring you your birthday present at Eddie Whip's, and that's where we're gonna go eat.
Well, if we go to Whip's on a Friday, it's gonna be a fish fry.
Oh.
We gotta go on a Wednesday when they're serving prime rib.
But I don't want prime rib. I want the chicken.
Oh, they serve chicken all the time.
On Fridays too?
Actually, no, not on Fridays.
Okay. So
Sundays.
So you and I are going tomorrow.
Sundays or Wednesdays is when.
So we're gonna go tomorrow.
Can get chicken. Maybe. I haven't seen any of those people in so long. I feel so awkward.
We can bring my mom. She'll go. Jacob won't go because he doesn't like it there. But you know what? If Alyssa comes, Jacob will go.
True. Dan Dino says a Midwest thing.
And
yes,
then
it
says,
is.
sorry, Wisconsin thing.
Yep.
Okay, so according to my phone, supper clubs were a thing in New York State also, especially during the 1920s, during Prohibition. But they kind of faded away after speakeasies were like no longer a thing. So I don't know if that's where they started and then Wisconsin just kept them, or if they started in Wisconsin. I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. But anyway,
Derek
back
says,
to our conversation.
Don't forget Venable's family style chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I like the novels a lot.
Good stuff.
Very good.
Bino says I was right about my description, I think.
Yes. He was saying that.
Hey, he says, do you wear a monocle and top hat at a supper club? I would.
You know what? You can wear whatever the fuck you want.
You can. That's the thing is like
a lot of supper clubs
Midwestern.
are also like they close down and they become wedding halls. Like the one he worked at becomes a wedding hall.
They're only open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for actual public, and on Saturdays they are open to do weddings.
My parents' Venable's, they got married there. That one's open all week. Like they have a separate hall, but same concept. You go there in your freaking wedding dress. I mean, that's as fancy as you can get.
Yep. So that sounds rich.
The boarding house is open on Sunday till 9 p.m. They open at 4:30, so we can just go there for dinner and then go up to my cabin. My parents are going up there early to open it for us, so like we'll be good.
Okay. Do they want to eat with us or no?
Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Mother and father. I'm just kidding. I'll call you later.
Mother and father. Baker Drink says, well, I've never been to a supper club, but sounds like a good evening. It really is. I've never been to a supper club and then thought, like, that sucked, you know?
Yes.
Yes, you have been to one
Not all of
sucked?
them are good.
No. I'm not saying their food's good. I'm just saying, like, the vibe is always usually, like, you kind of get there and it's kind of just like a cool place to just kind of relax for the evening. Joe says, this is why I cook my own food. Sounds awful.
Okay, first of all, Joe, your food looks fantastic.
And Haley just says, prime rib is the only steak I get out.
I don't buy. We normally don't get steak when we go.
I got a steak. I went to a fancy steakhouse at the casino this weekend, and I got a fancy steak. It was like $59. It was obnoxiously good, and it came with Gouda mac and cheese and garlic mashed potatoes. It was amazing, so good. But at the same time, I also feel like I could make that good of a steak, but I can make 2 of them for $59. So it's one of those things that, like, price point thing. I definitely don't ever normally buy steaks unless it's a special occasion. And I only buy it on special occasions because it makes me feel special. So yeah, but prime rib schmacks. Absolutely. Derek says, I believe
there's one called Paris and Penvine. That one sounds fancy.
Derek says, I believe hors d'oeuvres are called a relish tray at a supper club. I think they're a relish tray if they're brought to your table.
True. That's not true. Yeah, that's right. It's called a relish tray and they bring it to your table. Because if you go to Little Bohemia for dinner, they bring you a relish tray and it's literally the exact same thing, but it's at your table.
Yeah, hors d'oeuvres. I believe hors d'oeuvres are something that it's a pre-meal.
No. Hors d'oeuvres is French and actually means something.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
Does it not mean like before meal snack? Kind of like an aperitif before meal drink?
No. Hors d'oeuvres are fancier than that. I remember learning it in French class.
Interesting. Because I know aperitif would be like a before dinner meal and a digestif, it would be like an after dinner drink. Or sorry, before dinner drink and after dinner drink. I thought that hors d'oeuvres were kind of along the same lines of that. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think there's any kind of official rules on supper clubs. So
not here.
They just kind of exist.
We don't give a fuck here. We just fuck shit up.
We're too Midwest nice. Oh, you want to call it a supper club? Oh, shoot. Sure. I guess you suppose you can call it a supper club. That's what you want to do, guy. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about these mystery guns. Because I think it's just about time that we unmysterify them. Because they're both really odd. In fact, I'm smelling some very unique and familiar notes in both of these blends.
Otherwise, there's this one in Weatherward, which we could go to. Oh, no, we can't go there. Because we're not going to be there until later.
I feel like this one could be like Brothers Bond Rye or Redwood Empire, Emerald Giant Cast Strength Rye, or I feel like that's what that one is. And in this one, the super funky one, this one has got to be some heavily rye forward something. This one is actually funky. The thing is, I know Lauren didn't get up.
What did I do?
To pour it. I'm trying to think of what this one could be.
That one?
Yeah. You know, this one? Did you hear what I said this one could be?
Mm-mm.
Brothers Bond Rye, Redwood Empire, Cast Strength. No, you wouldn't pick anything from not in the front.
Well, Redwood Empire Cast Strength is right there.
It would be the Emerald Giant, which is the one in the back. It could be the Bardstown Rye.
Which one is that one?
This is the first one. Yeah.
What's Bardstown Rye?
Bardstown is...
yes, I understand that's Bardstown, but that's the rye?
Yeah. The green label. Ryes are usually green. This is a funky one. You know, this one doesn't actually smell obnoxiously like rye as I keep going back to it. Especially not after smelling this one. But this one, if this one's not a rye, I'm gonna hurt myself. This one smells so much like rye. It honestly could be like the High West double rye finish in
I wasn't
Manhattan barrels
before this old fashioned, but this one.
But now your cheeks
this
are all
one is
warm.
hitting me a little bit. I still feel like I'm looking at my phone trying to find a song.
What did we put that? Oh,
that was the chicken.
Tricky says hors d'oeuvre means outside work. In other words, not during the meal.
So it's not that.
So it means not during
I'm
the
gonna
meal.
just look up what are the crackers before supper club meal and see what happens.
Hey, Daisy says there are a bunch of supper clubs here. Never knew I needed to go to one. Well, try it out, man. I don't know what they're gonna be like down there. They could be just as good as a Wisconsin one.
First of all, if you
But
go on the
absolutely.
Wisconsin Cheese website, it has a whole article about supper club.
Oh. An appetizer is actually part of a meal. So that's the difference between a relish tray and or an hors d'oeuvre.
So the Wisconsin Cheese website says supper clubs are a cornerstone of Wisconsin culture. These long-established fine dining restaurants are almost as much about community and conversation as they are about food. Dimly lit and lovingly, what does that word say? Kitschki? Kishkishki? Kishkishki?
Kitschy.
When you enter a Wisconsin supper club, you can expect luxurious comfort food in generous portions with a whole lot of Wisconsin cheese. So you have the ambiance, the drinks, your relish trays, but yes, the relish trays come on trays. So they bring it to your table, it's a relish tray.
Yes. Dimly lit, that is very, very true. All supper clubs are all very like dimly lit, kind of like it does really feel like you're almost walking into a theater, like when you go to a supper club, but it's obviously it's not.
Okay, again, if you go on this website, they have 200, a list of 200 traditional supper clubs you can go to in the state, as well as supper club inspired recipes for you to try at home, all Wisconsin style. So the cheese is going to be Wisconsin
We should
cheese.
print off that list and print it out and mark off every time we go to one and just work our way through.
My dad has the book. I'm pretty sure I got my dad the book for Christmas last year.
I don't know.
First of all, Wisconsin-styled French onion soup is probably what we had at Chives, not traditional onions. French onion soup, just so you know.
Okay. Do they have a restaurant there called Mr. Cheese? If not, there should be.
Mr. Cheese. I'm sure there is. I've never been to it.
Probably. Me either.
Honestly, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So I was watching a show on Netflix. No, not on Netflix. It was on HBO, but it was the Halloween baking championship, right? And they had they have challenges because it's a baking show, right? So on these challenges, they like bring in like a funky ingredient, and someone got cheese. And this bitch was like, I'm gonna fry them up, and I'm gonna have like these fried cheese balls, and I'm like, they're cheese curds. And then the next season they had a lady from Wisconsin on it. And she was from like southern Wisconsin. It was like oh my god, it's like a big city, not a big city, a typical city I've heard of, but it started with an R. I just can't remember it off the top of my head.
Racine?
No, it was like a smaller. But anyway, near Milwaukee, but a small town. Kind of like how like Denmark is the Green Bay, where it's like Green Bay is like a bigger city, but like Denmark is a small town.
Right.
But like, so you've heard of it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, if that's what we all sound like. I mean, she was talking, and I was like,
okay, but you can never hear your own accent.
This is me. I'm like, is that what we all sound? I literally watched her, and I was like, can she go home because I can't listen to the way she talks?
Does she sound like a Canadian or what?
Yeah, but really, I hear like Casey talk, and I'm like, okay, he's clearly from somewhere different than me. But like, she was like on crack. It was like Casey's voice on crack.
Casey doesn't sound that weird.
Okay. You pretend like you haven't met Casey, and then go back and re-meet him. He sounds like he's from Michigan.
Okay, well, I feel like if you were going to go to
That's
Minnesota,
how he talks.
but I feel like if you were going to go to Minnesota,
I'm sorry,
then
Casey,
Minnesota
I'm not
has got a lot
shit.
more.
It's just the truth. You
Okay, but honest to God, I feel like Minnesotans have a way worse like Canadian accent than Wisconsinites do. Because like when you go to Minnesota, then they're always talking like, Hey, would you like some soda with that there? I'm from Minnesota.
No, I don't think they call it soda there. I think they call it pop there.
You like some pop with that?
Wait, what do we call it? Soda pop, right?
No, we call it soda.
Soda pop.
Sodas, bubblers.
Well, bubbler, because bubbler was invented in Milwaukee.
Bag.
That's why we call it
Bag.
Bag. Wait, how do they say bag?
They say bag.
And we say
bag.
Bag.
Want a bag with that?
We sound like a goat.
Bag. Oh, that woke Martha up.
Oh, Martha doesn't like that.
He didn't like the goats. Anyway.
Have you ever seen that TikTok of the guy who got a
Overstock
dog
furnishings.
and the dog was like, he didn't speak English, so the guy was like, I couldn't figure out my dog wasn't like, why the dog couldn't understand me, and then he like started talking to him in Spanish and he understood, and I thought that was hilarious.
Yes. He says, would one also go to a supper club in Canada? Sounds sort of Canadian to me.
I know, I'm kind of surprised that Peter didn't know what a supper club was, to be honest with you. I would have thought that supper club.
Well, hold on. No, he said, I went to one supper club and it was a company thing. They also put on a play while you stuff yourself. Interesting. Never been to a supper club.
So they're different in Canada than here.
Yeah. How's the supper club? Super A.
What?
Super
A? He's saying like
Super A.
Talking funny.
Wow. Casey says, wow, I've been told that, but yeah, people from Minnesota have an effed up accent. That's true.
Yeah. Casey, your accent is very strong. I've never heard another person from Wisconsin's accent until I talked to you. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. I had a friend in college who was from Chicago, and you could tell she was not from Wisconsin. But to me, everyone around me sounded the same except for her. So I understand that we do sound different, but.
Derek says, don't forget to stop and
go we call them stop and go lights. We say, oh yeah, it's like 20 minutes from here instead of saying like, oh, it's like
5 miles.
Yeah, like the other places say that stuff differently.
Yeah, we do things based on time, where everyone else does it based on distance.
Yeah.
Yes, bubblers is also one.
Here, I'll just use it.
I feel like we get into this whole Wisconsin thing often.
That's because people find us luxurious.
People like Wisconsinites, I think.
So I was thinking a club needs entertainment and not nudie stuff while people are trying to eat. Okay, that's a burlesque show.
That's a burlesque show. Hey. You over here, buddy.
At least you don't say sack instead of bag. You know what? The British people say trolley instead of shopping cart.
Then they say boot instead of trunk.
Put it in the boot.
Put it in the boot. Jordan just says, forget these supper clubs.
We do have pizza ranches.
Yeah, we have pizza ranches.
Poland loves pizza ranch.
Fucking love pizza ranch. I fuck with pizza ranch.
When we were in Tennessee, some of the people there asked me where I was from because of our accent. Yeah,
that's true. When I went to Tennessee, they did the same shit.
How do people in Tennessee talk? Do they talk with a southern accent?
Some of them do, yeah. Soda or pop? Soda. Absolutely.
Yeah, I say soda.
It's soda. There's no such thing as pop. I don't believe it. Okay, let's figure out what the fuck these mystery whiskeys are. Jinx. Woo! To be fair, Canadian strip clubs are entertaining, although they used to be 30 years ago. That's funny. Casey says, we are friendly. People in Arizona are really friendly too. I was really surprised, actually. I've been to some states where people are assholes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
People in Louisiana were really, really nice, especially when we found the people in Louisiana who moved there from Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, the thing is, people in Louisiana, they got that southern nice. They're like, hey, dear. Like, they're always just like...
Well, maybe you think that they're nice, but I've heard when people in the South say, bless your heart, that actually means not nice. But to me, that would mean something nice. Like, oh, bless your heart. Like, oh, you're really sweet.
Well, when they say bless your heart, they're calling you stupid. Like, bless your heart, you wouldn't know that type of deal. Like, oh, bless your heart, you're stupid idiot.
Everyone can see Murta's head because he's trying to steal your bourbon.
Don't steal my bourbon, buddy. But yeah, so that's a thing. Haney says, I grew up in Arizona, but get accused of being Midwest all the time or Canadian.
Because they're too
interesting.
Nice.
Brits not only say boot for trunk, they say bonnet instead of the hood. Yeah, what? Why are they so weird?
There's another reason to judge them. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
sorry.
He's trying to steal all the bourbon.
Why don't you go sit down? Hey,
sit down.
Sit.
He's excited because we were yelling about food.
Yeah. Okay, so I actually think this one could be a bourbon. The more I smell it, the less it smells like a rye. The more I smell this one, though, it's gotta be a rye. So I don't even know. Let's break out the bottles and let's see what we got for these guys. Starting off with
I'm supposed to tell you what they are?
Okay.
We haven't even got to these two yet. Oh, we didn't we?
Yeah, I went through all of them.
Why don't I remember that?
Because you're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
You're drunk.
This is the first time I'm drinking This is my third drink today. And this is the first time I'm drinking since I started feeling gross, which was like 3.5 weeks ago.
I fuck with this comment so hard. Calling cookies biscuits is just ridiculous.
What do they call biscuits?
Crumpets.
Ugh!
You little tea and crumpets.
Okay, well then guess what they are.
Okay. Independent Joe Glenn. I'm going with, let me get a proof, an age, and a kind of whiskey, and a bottle guess. So proof 96. Age 6 years. Kind bourbon, maybe bourbon, could be a bourbon. Bottle guess though, that's gonna be tough. I feel like this one could have a little bit of I don't know, maybe like
Just a wee bit.
maybe that one could be 1790. No. I don't know what that one could be. Could be 1792. Could not be. I don't know. I actually don't have a bottle guess for that one. So let's just pull it out. Let's see what I got the other couple points right.
Excuse me, Marta. Excuse me. Go back over there. Go over there. Hey, that was naughty.
It's gonna be a Bardstown. She's reaching towards a Bardstown.
Is this fun?
Okay, so this one is the Bardstown. This one is this a 4-grain? Bottled and bond, so it's 100 proof. I said 96, so it's close. I was within 5 points, so I did get a point for that technically. It is a wheated bourbon. It's 6 years old on the dot, so I got the age statement correct. Hey, buddy, sit down. Hey, Marta, sit. Yes, good boy. Stay. So, good boy. 100 proof, 6 years old. The mash bill of this is corn is 68%, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. Actually, I like that. I thought maybe it was a little bit of rye at first, but then I kind of like going back after smelling it later in the thing.
Like, oh, it's the Bardstown rye, and I was like, you're just so close.
Yeah.
You just don't have the fine tuning down. You're not quite a professional yet.
After I smelled this one, there was not a chance that I thought this one was a rye. But like, it is really good. I think that the high rye bourbon is actually my favorite from the Bardstown series, but I do really have a place for this wheated bottled and bond whiskey bourbon. But that being said, let's go ahead and get on to the other glass we got here. After we catch up on a few comments from the people, Casey says, never been to California, but I wouldn't doubt that they are. Oh, that
they're not as nice as Arizona people.
Oh, yeah. Joe Dickinson says, about time someone got drunk on this show. Hey, I honestly almost never get drunk on this show, do I?
You were drunk last week. You couldn't even read.
That was not my fault.
That was not my fault. Yeah. Your eyes, your fault.
Oh, biscuits, they would call a scone.
Okay. So, like, what the fuck do they call biscuits?
No, cookies. What do they call cookies?
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
They're stupid. This is why we had to leave.
FWIW, Canada is really big. The people in Vancouver are not like those in Calgary or like those in Toronto or Halifax. I wouldn't even try to explain Newfoundland or Quebec.
Is it pronounced Newfoundland or Newfoundland?
Well, in Quebec, they're all French. Newfoundland.
Okay, and French people aren't very nice.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, that's interesting. We're a lot like the United States, basically. Hanging Easy said, I'm going to take the 12-year-old turkey off your hands, Holden. You should be polishing the box daily, LOL.
Don't touch it.
It's ow! What the fuck? You bite me? Why'd you bite me?
I didn't think I was
Joe was right. She is a vampire.
I didn't think I was gonna get you.
A drunk vampire, honestly. That's what I'm living with right now. Trigger
I'm
said
hungry.
crumpets are more like English muffins to us.
Fucking crumpets. Yeah. I don't even like English muffins.
I like
This
English
is why I have
muffins.
zero need to go there, okay? I kind of want to go to Scotland, but I just want to go touch one of the stones and go back 200 years and find a hot man. I'm just kidding. Or just kidding. Maybe it'll be your ancestor who looks just like you. Oh, you're not even Scottish. Ugh, you suck. I'm Scottish. She's gonna be my own ancestor. That's gross.
You're gonna knock over this $10,000.
No, I'm not. It's on the bar.
You keep hitting it, and the entire thing's shaking. Anyway, so we got the other glass here. Now that we found out this one, let's go ahead and do another.
Let's go ahead. That's
Go
what
ahead and do another proof age
I
type.
want everyone to answer the question. Does Holden sound more like
American or Canadian?
no, the like
Normal or weird?
no, I want to know if Holden sounds more like he has a stronger accent than me. Because sometimes you say things and I still wonder.
Okay. This one, 100 proof. Let's watch. This one's gonna be 96. Let's watch. This one's gonna be the high rye bourbon. Just kidding. Or it's gonna be the rye. It could be the rye.
Of what?
Bardstown. I wouldn't put it past you to put two Bardstown in the same blind. We're going. I want to stick with 100 proof though. That's a decent proof for this. Could actually be a little bit more, maybe. No, it's 100. Maybe even closer to 96 again. Both of these seem similar in proof. Let's go 96 proof. We'll go. It's a rye. I'm gonna say it's. It almost feels like it has more age than this one. But I don't know ryes with that high of age. So I think maybe I'll stick closer to that 6-year age range, maybe 7 years for age. And then we'll go with the bottle of. Actually, we'll go. Hold on. We'll go High West Double Rye in Manhattan barrels. Will it? Oh. I saw you grabbing. I saw.
Did you smell it when you
Hey, Martha. He heard me yelping. Okay, so this is a Willet Rye. This is a 4-year rye. 4 years old, 52.4% alcohol. That's 104.8 proof. When you were reaching over there, I thought you were grabbing the High West Double Rye, and I was like,
you
"What?"
So proud? You were like, "Oh my god!"
I was surprised.
Oh my god.
104.8 proof. Fuck. I should have kept it at 100. I don't know why I switched it. I thought it was maybe a little bit hotter than this one, but I should have. Shit. Oh well. Okay. So Willet, I didn't get the bottle guess right. I did say it was a rye. It is a rye. It's very rye forward. Very unique rye too. Really interesting. A lot of fun to drink. Proof I got wrong, but you know it is what it is. And age I got wrong too. It's 4 years old, not 7. So that was the other one. At least I can still differentiate the difference between bourbons and ryes.
Good job.
That's an improvement. We're gonna have to have a lot more practice before the advent calendar starts because this is not.
Well, you have like a fucking 2 weeks. Not even.
I know.
2 weeks exactly from today.
So one of these next 2 weeks, we're gonna have to do an entire bourbon blend game, or we could be doing.
What bourbons are you gonna bring to sip on around the campfire next week? Next weekend.
Oh, I should bring a couple different ones to kind of differentiate some things. That's a good idea. So, you sound more Wisconsin, Lauren.
No way. Do I really?
Suck it.
How do I sound? I feel like I'm like
Commercial.
How do you say it?
Commercial.
What?
Commercial.
Commercial?
Commercial.
Commercial. You're saying it right now.
Commercial.
No, you say commercial.
I say commercial.
No, commercial is how you say it.
Commercial.
You're saying it right now.
Commercial.
You say I'm about to call Sarah and ask her how fucking Trevor says it. Because I know
It's commercial.
You're saying commercial.
Commercial.
You say it commercial. Anyway,
Commercial.
I'm fucking right, and everyone else is
Hanging
wrong.
AZ says Lauren is more Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Wisconsin.
Ooh.
I will beat you up, Holden. I will beat you up.
She was definitely ready for these comments to be like, Holden has an accent.
That's because you
Holden's
sound
weird.
stupid with your fucking commercials. Ugh.
Oh,
You don't even sound
gosh.
Wisconsin. You just sound fucking out there. You grew up in the middle of the fucking Lake Michigan.
I thought I did. Sugar says go to Ireland first, Scotland second.
Okay, but like Ireland doesn't have the hotties.
Joe says the Bardstown Rye is so good.
I need a snack.
It is really good, isn't it? We're gonna go to Zesty's after this, so.
I'm gonna get some chicken tenders over there.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, the Bardstown Rye is really good. I actually do think I prefer the Willet Rye though. It's very unique. The Sudbury Saturday Nights.
Salisbury steak. I'm hungry.
No, Sudbury.
Holden's making me wait for food, and
Canada.
I'm starving.
Hey, Casey Scissor says logging off, folks. Good show, guys. Cheers, Casey. Cheers to you. Good friend. Thanks for being here.
Okay.
Glad to see you.
Since we're talking about Canada, we
Canada.
need to plan who wants to meet up with us on our honeymoon.
If you guys want to.
If we're going to Toronto, I'm
Hey,
expecting.
stop eating that shit, bro.
Why is he yelling?
He tore apart the donut and he's eating it.
How
This is what he was eating.
You had the donut for how many weeks and now you tear it?
He's only had it for a week.
He's looking like, what did I do? What did I do?
Daddy.
Men. You should have had a girl dog.
He's got like a little thing on his fur here.
What is it?
I can't tell if it's on his fur or his skin.
Let me see.
Well, I can't see it right now, but we'll have to look at it later. But dump that Willet down the drain.
Anyway,
It's trash.
I didn't finish my conversation. No, you don't get your donut back. Anyway, we gotta plan this shit, guys. I need to know what towns I'm going through. Moving on.
Moving on.
Dump the fucking Willet down the drain. You know what? Holden spends way too much money on Willet and then acts like it's good.
Sugar says Willet, dilly dilly. I can see a little dill in here. Just a little bit though. It's definitely one of the more rye forward ryes that I own. Joe says it would be more fun if people sent you samples for Advent. I
That
agree.
would be fun. Well, if you guys want to.
If you guys want to send me samples, I will include all of your samples in my Advent calendar.
Yeah.
I just am not going to get enough samples to fill out all 30 days. But by all
It's only
means,
25 days.
that's what I meant.
Wait, Advents are only 24 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
By all
if
means,
you guys
this is
want
the
to.
announcement. If you guys want to send me bottles to drink for Advent and have me try to guess what the hell they are,
Just reach
send it
out
in.
and we'll
hit me up on
send an
email.
email or
I'm pretty
an
sure my
Instagram
address-
message, and then we'll send it in. Yeah. I'm hungry.
Hit me up on my email if you guys really want to send me Advent calendars. I think that'd be hilarious. I feel like I'd fail, but I really
But
think
like we'll make a plan, okay? So if you want to send Holden a sample for the Advent calendar,
put your whiskey and the questions that I should
thing,
answer about
yep.
that whiskey.
write what you want us to answer about it,
And
and then
make sure
write
you-
the note. I will look at the note.
Yes.
Holden will not.
Make sure you fold up the answers and write Lauren on them so that she can look at those. But yeah, that would be actually really cool. If you guys wanted to send some samples, we would totally be down. So for Advent calendar, guys, hit me up on my email. Is in the description. The Bourbon Bar WI for Wisconsin at gmail.com is the email that you guys are going to be hitting up. So yeah, that'd be really cool if you guys wanted to do it that way. I don't expect you to, but if you did, that's more than okay. We'll put all the ones that you guys send in there, and then we'll fill up the rest with whatever I got.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That's a good idea.
Hanging C says, do the wash or do the wash?
No, I wash. I don't wash. I'm not from fucking the Dakotas.
Wash. I'm gonna wash it. Just
I had a
a
teacher
dryer.
in high school. She was from like North Dakota or something like that, and she would call it the warsher. And she would say orange. She'd say orange, and we were like, what the fuck?
Hanging AZ said, or True he says, commercial.
Yeah, that's exactly what you sound. Commercial.
Yes, because it's what it is.
No, it's commercial.
Haney Z says people in upstate New York can't even say water. To be fair, neither can. No, that's British people. I was about to make that joke. Neither can British people. Can I get a bottle of water, please? Can I get a bottle of water to quench my thirst, please?
They sound like they have too much spit in their mouth.
It sounds like they have water in their mouth and say, "Can I get a bottle of water, please? I'm so thirsty."
Water in your mouth. I'm hungry. Oh, I want the chicken tender.
Why did you hit me?
I'm so hungry.
Why'd you hit me so hard? Okay, we're closing up. Marta is. Hey, Marta, come here.
I'm hungry.
He's
Just interested.
He's wondering why you hit me. He's hitting on my whiskey. He's knocking the Elijah Craig off the shelf.
Well,
Marta, come on.
Craig.
Hey, sit down. We're almost done here, buddy. Joe says, I still believe you'll get stuck in a blizzard.
It's okay. Holden bought a fucking truck, so if we get stuck in the blizzard, we'll just sleep in that bitch.
I got four digger in that son of a bitch.
It's got 2 turbos. 2 of them.
Yes, 2 turbos. We talked about this last week.
I'm hungry.
Hey, Marta.
Can you finish talking?
Yeah, we're gonna
so I can
finish.
go get some chicken tenders. I'm
Put
hungry.
some water in the
water.
Put some water in the radiator.
We'll figure that out when we go there.
Put some water on the radiator. Derek Whiting says, I like the sending of whiskey and bourbon for the Advent. I'm all in.
Okay, well, you don't have to mail yours. You can just drop some shit
walk
off.
it over here. For sure, though. Joe Dickinson says, just eat on the stream.
No, I have to go buy my chicken tenders, okay? The only thing I have here are brats and a bowl of chili, which is meant to be Holden's for lunch.
Yes, I eat chili for lunch. But, yeah, so we're an hour and 36 minutes in. This has just been cruising past. But Haney Z says, AZ, Arizona has the highest per capita call centers in the U.S. because people can understand us.
Oh. I thought that the universal accent was from like somewhere in like Ohio or Indiana or something like that.
Joe says he should have bought a snowmobile. The truck's not going to help. Well, I can put a sled in the back of the truck.
Yeah, we can just.
And then if we get stuck, you can pull the sled out and just in down. Yeah, but that being said,
we're gonna be okay. You know what? We're gonna go with the fucking flow. If we get stuck in a snowstorm, we'll have snacks in the car. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be all dandy. That being said, guys, I think it's time that we.
You guys really think that I'm gonna go on like a 10-hour road trip and not bring a blanket and some snacks? I mean, come on.
I'm gonna bring some fucking corn nuts.
Oh,
nuts
no,
are
you're
so
not.
good.
I can't stand those. They stink.
Love corn
And
nuts.
the live stream. I want to get some fucking chicken tenders.
Ranch flavored.
We're gonna
corn
go
nuts.
do the most Wisconsin thing ever, and we're gonna end drinking and going to fucking the Culver's or another place that has ice cream and chicken tenders.
I could fuck with some cheese curds right now.
Do you want to go to Culver's instead? I'll get the Culver's chicken tenders.
They have a pumpkin spice.
They do.
We
can go to Culver's. They just built a Culver's by our house, and I literally just like it's the best thing that ever happened to me. And like I don't go to Culver's that often, but I go there enough that like it's a part of my personality, you know. And I have like Scoopy tokens stashed in my car, in my work.
They don't know what a Scoopy token is.
Yes, they do. There's Culver's all over now.
Oh.
Gosh.
Haney says
in the world.
Chicken tendies. How old are you? Are they in the shape of a rocket ship?
Look at hanging.
The only rocket
when
ship
you go
flavored
and you
thing
go
is
get the Culver's chicken tenders and they're just like slap you in the face, fantastic. I want to hear it. Okay, there's a buffalo and the regular, and they're both good.
Okay. If you can make it to Cleveland, I'll buy you dinner.
Okay, first of all, we will make it to Cleveland because we're gonna go through Cleveland.
We will. We'll come to Cleveland, or you can make us dinner.
Yeah, make us dinner, bro. I'm just kidding. It's only the winter time. We don't want to make him sit outside.
That's true. But that being said, guys, that's gonna be in the live stream. Hour and 38 minutes in.
I'm hungry. We gotta go put merch on the car, get some Culver's, go bother my parents.
Haney says JK tendies are amazing. Yes, they are.
Okay, sorry. I'm excited. I'm really
Lauren's
hungry.
really hungry right now.
I'm just really hungry.
But thank you all for being here again. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you lick the like and like the lick. That helps us the channel a lot. Also, we still have that join button right there next to the subscribe button if you're on laptop or PC. Otherwise, if you're not, you got to look it up on the interwebs. And yeah, Joe Dickinson says he doesn't cook in February.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
Hey, we'll go to the dinner.
Okay, but we're going to go to Cleveland, okay? Peter, Sugar Kitty, that's all I know. I mean, I know Stacy's from the Columbus, right? Because he's from Cleveland, so she's from Columbus, right?
Something like that.
Either way, We'll
We're
go
going through
whoever wants
Canada,
to meet us.
New
We're gonna
Jersey,
zigzag through and meet you.
Ohio.
Okay.
Yep.
Because that's what we like to do, apparently.
Yep.
Okay, so
see this in the Jack Fire coming through.
Joe, pick a restaurant, make a reservation for 4. I want to meet your wife.
Robin says, "See, this is a Jack Fire coming through."
Look it, I'm hungry.
And he says, "I do have a Culver's. Their food is good."
Yes.
Damn straight.
It's fast food. I'm not expecting a fancy ass fucking meal.
But they got
you know
a killing
They fucking
Butterburger.
smack every time.
And their concrete mixers, awesome. But that being said, guys, thank you all for being here.
I've never snacked this much in my life.
Thank you all for being here. Please go check out all of the other channels that are live streaming tonight. Part of the TGIT crew. Thank God it's Tuesday. Route 80, direct from New York to Ohio. Sounds good. We'll be hitting it up. And AZ says, "Oh, for a rip, are you, bud? Just oh, for a rip, are you, bud?" Love that song. Do you like Asian food? Sometimes.
I love Asian food, first of all.
It's hit or miss with me. Culver's food, good. Custard is crap.
You know what's disgusting? Fucking frozen yogurt, okay?
Froyo's not great.
Don't hate on fucking custard when frozen yogurt's a thing.
Holden will be wearing his Russian hat. Russin.
You have a
I have a
Russian
Russian hat.
Okay, me and Holden are gonna come and we're just gonna be dressed up like honeymooners, okay? We're gonna be like in our PJs because we don't have to look
Ballers.
nice for anyone anymore.
That's true.
Anyway, yes. So if you guys are in, we did get our passports, so we're
We
gonna.
handed in our shit for
They'll
passports.
be here in January, so we're gonna get them by 4 February. So we will be going through Canada. So Peter, if you would like to meet us, I know you're in Toronto.
Sugar City says the highway is right where he is, right
Yep.
on the way to Ohio.
Yep. So
He'll be
Sugar
going right
City,
past Sugar City.
To be honest, I was gonna ask if we could park Holden's truck at your house.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
then I'm willing to pay for like the most expensive fucking ride of my life to somewhere else because I'm too scared that his truck is gonna get broken.
I think I'll be fine.
In New York, but we'll see what happens. But anyway.
Hat made of
Yes.
sable. Yes.
If you are in between Michigan,
Canada.
from Wisconsin to Detroit, through Toronto, Buffalo, down to New York City, New Jersey, through Pennsylvania, Ohio.
Illinois.
Indiana,
Illinois.
Illinois, back through Wisconsin. You want to meet us? Where's where we're gonna be?
It's gonna be a Bourbon Bar World Tour, but that being said, Sugar
Okay,
said I have
that's
plenty
just
of room
like
at
the
the
Great
house.
Lakes World Tour.
Plenty of room at the house. We'll probably
Maybe we'll just skip New York City and just fucking hang out at Sugar Kitty's house.
Not Toronto. I think he meant to park the truck. Not Toronto, Hamilton, but I'm on the way to Buffalo. Yeah.
I meant
Either way, you know
I
what
just
I
went to
mean.
closest city because I couldn't remember, but I knew
Yeah.
you were on the way because we talked about this a while ago. So, anyways, cheers. Lauren's gonna
That
some
being
chicken
said-
tenders, some cheese curds, and some custard.
Yes, absolutely. Cheers to you all. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all in the next class.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I want to go to Buffalo. So do me. So do we. If you're here,
Joe, if you want to meet us there and go skiing with us, I know it's our honeymoon. We really, truly do not care.
if you were
if you're-
here, you can day trip to the city in public transport.
That's what I was thinking about doing because that's better than parking. Like, let's be honest, the paying from Sugar Kitty's house into the city, or at least to like the next near subway thing, is going to be cheaper than parking in the city. So we'll figure that out. We haven't planned it yet. We just know the route we're taking and the hotel we're staying at.
Absolutely.
So-
but we'd love to meet all of you guys. So go ahead, go view all the
We're
other
gonna
channels.
shuffle off to Culver's, everyone.
Yes,
Peace
and we were animated. But cheers to you all. Thanks for being here. We love you guys. Have a great night. Salud.